Okay, welcome. Our mission today, it's simple. We're zeroing in on the 5 biggest AI news stories hitting the wires right now, Wednesday, October 8th, 2025.
And before we really jump in, maybe a quick nod to the tech itself. This whole deep dive, what we're calling the AI Daily Deep Dive, well, it was actually researched and put together entirely by AI.
Yeah, pretty meta, right?
Yeah.
So we got 5 different angles today. We're looking at law, Hollywood, creativity, the job market, and of course, finance. It really gives you a snapshot of just how much AI is shaking things up.
Exactly. It's everywhere.
Right. So let's start with maybe the most direct human impact, the courtroom.
Yeah, this is fascinating. We're seeing more pro se litigants, people representing themselves, often because they can't afford a lawyer turning to generative AI. Things like ChatGPT, Perplexity.
They're using it for what, legal help? Drafting things?
Precisely. For procedural stuff, writing up arguments, and sometimes, it works incredibly well. There's this case, Lynn White in California.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. She was facing eviction.
That's right. And she used AI to handle the filings, navigate the whole complex process, successfully got the eviction overturned, avoided something like $70,000 in penalties.
Wow. And she gives the AI all the credit.
Entirely. But, well, there's a huge but here. The risk is enormous. Jack Alwak, the Bang Energy founder,
Him again. What happened?
he got sanctioned, submitted a legal motion drafted by AI that included 11 completely fabricated case citations.
Made up cases. Seriously?
Totally hallucinated by the AI. And this isn't isolated. A legal researcher, Damien Charlatan, he's tracking over 400 cases globally involving AI misuse like this. Fabricated law.
400. That's kind of terrifying. Shows how fast this is moving, these ethical problems popping up everywhere. Okay, so from the courtroom to Hollywood. Next up, Tron. Ares. It's October 10th, right?
Yeah, just around the corner. And it's not just another sci-fi flick. The core theme is like the first real face-to-face between humans and actual AI beings. Jared Leto's playing Ares, who's a program crossing into our world.
So it's tackling those big AI questions head on.
Yeah, right.
Existence, consciousness.
Exactly. And you've got Gillian Anderson's character apparently voicing some caution about, unchecked AI. It shows how mainstream these deep philosophical debates have become.
And they went all out on the production, I heard. Shutting down parts of Vancouver.
Yeah, for 6 weeks. Just for the light cycle scenes, they're really betting on that immersive, realistic feel.
Okay, shifting gears from Hollywood budgets to maybe creative disruption. The Storybots guys, the Spiridelis brothers, they've launched a new AI animation company.
Right, Spiridelis Bros Studios, these
Yeah.
are the Jib Jab creators, and they're basically all in on AI, calling it a transformative creative force.
And they've got some serious backing, too. Google's AI fund, Ashton Kutcher.
Yep, high-profile investors. But it's their mindset that's really interesting. Greg Spiridelis called AI a tsunami. They think it lets them bypass old production models, create whole new franchises, films, TV, games, way faster.
A tsunami, huh?
Yeah.
That's quite the image. So they see it as pure opportunity expansion.
Pretty much. But that optimism, well, it contrasts sharply with the next story. If we look at the labor market, there's a lot of anxiety. The New Yorker talked about a potential permanent underclass.
A permanent underclass. Wow. What do they mean by that?
They're borrowing that old Marxist term, lumpenproletariat, basically a group of people made economically obsolete by technology, in this case, AI automation.
And is there evidence this is happening already?
Well, Oxford Economics points to slower hiring for recent college grads, especially in entry-level software engineering roles. They link it directly to AI taking over some of those tasks.
So the response is work more like a machine. That 996 schedule, the cracked 22-year-old working nonstop just to stay relevant.
Kind of a grim paradox, isn't it? Trying to outmachine the machine.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, which leads us neatly into the final piece, the money, the AI economy. Is it a solid boom, or are we in, like, a bubble?
Well, that's the billion-dollar question, maybe trillion. The market seems split. You've got the physics layer, the actual hardware, chips, cloud stuff. That feels real. NVIDIA's Q2 revenue was, what, $46.7 billion? Huge numbers.
Okay, so the infrastructure is definitely booming.
Right, but then there's the finance layer. That's more speculative. Valuations based on future potential. Think about Oracle's massive $300 billion deal with OpenAI. That revenue doesn't even start until 2027.
There's lots of promises, not necessarily current profit.
Exactly. And there's data to back that caution up. An MIT study found something like 95% of corporate generative AI projects haven't actually turned a profit yet.
95%. Wow. So it's like a massive test right now. Can all this expensive infrastructure actually generate real income before, I don't know, the hype dies down or the tech gets old?
That's pretty much it. You called it a great conversion test. Can the investment pay off before depreciation kicks in? That sums up the tension perfectly.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. AI in court, in movies, making cartoons, potentially taking jobs, and shaking up the entire global economy.
Yeah, what strikes me is how fast the conversation changed. It's not if AI changes things anymore, it's just how do we manage it all? The speed, the ethics, the financial risks, the job shifts.
We saw AI helping someone keep their home and, in the same breath, maybe making entry-level coding jobs harder to find. It makes you wonder,
Yeah.
what's next? Which job category, maybe one you feel is totally safe right now, is going to be the next one massively changed by AI, for better or worse, in the next year?
That's a good one to chew on.
Definitely something for you, our listeners, to think about. That's your deep dive homework for today.